the directness of the Dutchies. Having bread and cheese for breakfast, being less fashionable. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Okay, thank you guys for all your love and support. It means so much to me. Okay, so in today's video I'll be talking about some Dutch habits that I've picked up since moving to the Netherlands. Okay, I'll just be sharing with you guys how I think I am now finally becoming Dutch. Okay, listen guys, I got this video idea from my girl Fee, okay, from Living Life Digital. That's the name of her YouTube channel. So I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description box so you can go check her out. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so the first Dutch habit I think I've picked up, or the first way that I feel I'm becoming Dutch, is, guys, the directness of the Dutchies. Okay, listen guys, I do have a video on my channel where I talked about the directness of the Dutchies, whether they're just being direct or they're being absolutely rude. And yeah, I did share my opinion about that, so I will link this video in the cards for you to check it out. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but I just noticed that I'm pretty much more direct than I used to be. Having come from Nigeria and having also lived in the UK, it's just been part of my culture not to be so direct, you know, to try to, you know, mince words, try to apologize for everything. But having come to the Netherlands, one of the things that I definitely admire is the directness of the Dutchies and how they're able to pass the message across straight to the point. Okay, this is something I feel I've really picked up. And one way I was very sure about this is that when my mom came to visit me a few weeks ago, man, there were some things that I just told her like straight to the point without mincing words, and maybe a few seconds later I was like, oh my god, maybe I shouldn't have spoken to her in that manner. But yeah, I was definitely not trying to be rude to her or anything. I just noticed that I was very straightforward with some of my responses, and I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Okay, I think it's good if I'm direct to people who are in the Netherlands and already are used to the culture, but I still feel like some of my family members who do not live in the Netherlands and who live in an absolutely different culture will find this very, you know, very different or even rude. I hope not. Okay. So the second Dutch habit that I've picked up since moving to the Netherlands is cycling. Guys, listen, when I moved to the Netherlands in 2019, I could not even cycle. I literally could not even sit on a bicycle without falling down, literally. I and my husband, we had to teach ourselves how to cycle from scratch, and we learned how to cycle here in the Netherlands. And ever since then, guys, I have not been able to put down my bicycle, literally. I love to cycle. I absolutely enjoy it. I like to cycle to different places. I just feel like it keeps me active, it keeps me energetic, and I just love, you know, when the breeze is just blowing on my face, on my hair, as I cycle down the street. I don't know, there's just this energy and vibe that cycling gives to me. And yeah, I absolutely enjoy cycling. Even when I'm pregnant, I cycle. When I'm carrying my son, I cycle. Grocery shopping, I cycle. When it's raining, I cycle. When the sun is shining, I cycle, literally. So this is definitely one Dutch habit I know that I've picked up since moving to the Netherlands. I absolutely enjoy cycling, and I don't see myself ever stopping to cycle. Okay, moving on, the next Dutch habit that I think I've picked up, and I'm very excited that I picked this one up actually, is being punctual or being early to events. Okay, listen, I don't know if you guys have heard of African time or Nigerian time. Okay, normally in Niger, when you have an event, especially when it's not an official event, so if you have a party, if you have maybe a get-together or something, it's very normal for people to come in 3 hours late, 2 hours late, 4 hours late, and not feel any kind of way. Okay, and it's also very normal for you to arrive to the party early and you have to wait 2 more hours before the event starts. So yeah, we have our own African time. Okay, we have the normal time, and then we have the African time. So having grown up in this culture, I definitely struggled with keeping up with time and appointment. Even when the appointments were official, I still struggled to be on time. However, since moving to the Netherlands, one thing I've noticed, or one habit I know I've picked up, is being punctual. Okay, little by little, this habit has finally been ingrained into my bloodstream. Okay, now I can finally 1 hour, 2 hours before time start getting ready, start making everything possible so that I don't arrive at that venue late. So yeah, this is one habit I'm very glad that I actually picked up. Okay guys, so another Dutch habit I think I've picked up is me being my own handyman and being very independent. Okay, so I don't know if this is a Dutch habit, but I noticed that a lot of Dutchies like to do things by themselves. At least they first try to fix the things by themselves, and if it's now beyond what they can fix, they can now call maybe a professional to take over. So yeah, here in the Netherlands, I noticed that, you know, when I have something broken, maybe when my electronics breaks down, when anything in my household breaks down, my first point of thought is not to call someone. I always try to see if I can fix these things by myself. A typical example was, I think, a few days ago, our dishwasher, I don't want to say it broke down, but we noticed that it started having like some water left in it after doing the dishes, and at some point it actually stopped washing at all. So normal Josephine would just start panicking and start looking for a way to find a handyman and all of that. But girl, I just saw myself like going on YouTube searching like how to fix a dishwasher that has so problems, and I and my husband, we were able to watch some YouTube channels. We were able to clean and unclog the dishwasher ourselves, and we put everything back together. And that kind of just reminded me of, you know, how much an influence this Dutch society has been in our lives, because normally we would not do that. We would normally call a handyman if we encounter something like that. Another thing that I do myself, I think I've mentioned it in a few videos, is that I try to do my hair myself. I wash my hair, cut my hair, braid my hair by myself. I also do my husband's haircut, my son's haircut, and all of that. So yeah, it's something that I never did until I moved to the Netherlands. I don't know what it was, but somehow I just found myself being more independent and being more, you know, handy with some of these things. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, is this a Dutch habit? I think it is though, but I'm not sure. Do Dutchies like to do things by themselves? Are they more independent? Are they their own handyman? I've heard that this is how the Dutchies do it, but I'm not sure. So do let me know in the comment section if that is the case. Okay, now another Dutch habit that I think I've picked up actually, and I'm so surprised that I picked up this habit, is actually having bread and cheese for breakfast and also having it for lunch if I can. Guys, listen, I had my first cold cheese. I tasted my first cold cheese in my entire life here in the Netherlands. Okay, I lived in the UK for a few years, but I never tried cold cheese. I thought I didn't like it. I thought I never liked it and I would never like it. To my greatest surprise, guys, look at me. I can now have bread and cold cheese for breakfast. This is wonderful, to be honest. This is a surprise even to me, to be honest. Okay guys, so another thing I find myself doing, or I catch myself doing since moving to the Netherlands, is watching YouTube channels that are purely in Dutch. Okay, I've been trying to learn Dutch since 2020 and I have been struggling. Okay. However, something that I find really weird or interesting that I do is that I actually enjoy watching Dutch YouTube channels, even though sometimes I have no idea what they're talking about. One YouTube channel that I watch that is absolutely in Dutch is the Avond Show met Ian Lubach. I think that's his name, Ian Lubach. I'm not sure if that's how to pronounce it. I just find myself binging on this guy's video, and I just watch his YouTube channel, which is pretty weird because his videos are in Dutch, but I just find myself enjoying to watch his videos even when I have no idea what he's talking about. Hopefully when I start understanding Dutch pretty well, then I'll be very happy to appreciate some of his videos much more. Okay, so the last Dutch habit that I feel that I've picked up actually since moving to the Netherlands is dressing up really simple and being less fashionable. Okay, guys, listen, I've always been someone that is fashionable. Okay, I like to dress well, I like to look good, I like to slay really well. Okay, that has been something that I enjoy doing. I like, playing dress up, I like trying out different outfits. I just like to look good in general. Okay. But see, moving to this Netherlands, first of all, there is a way you would dress. It will be like, I don't see the Dutchies as people who are very fashionable, people who pay so much attention or care so much about the way they look. Maybe I'm wrong, do let me know in the comment section. But I feel like this habit has actually gently, slowly but surely rubbed off on me. I just find myself not being as fashionable as I used to be when I moved to the Netherlands. Okay guys, so yeah, this is the end of this video. Okay, these are the Dutch habits that I feel I've picked up over the 3 years of me living in the Netherlands. Do let me know in the comment section, are you new to the Netherlands? Is there anything about the Netherlands, or is there any habit that you've picked up since moving to the Netherlands? And if you're a Dutchie, do let me know if some of these things that I've said is typically Dutch, or is this something I just picked up and it has nothing to do with being Dutch? Let me know in the comment section. I'm very excited to actually hear your opinion on this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. It will mean so much to me. Thank you guys once again, and see you in my next one. Bye.